Hello and welcome back to my channel for YouTube. It's been a while since I last did a video. This is just a catch-up video to show what I've been doing since my last one, which was Christmas Day. Not a lot really. I think it's, you know what it's like in the winter time, you don't feel like doing a lot. So just before Christmas I made some things. Obviously I couldn't put them on YouTube because they were Christmas presents. I made some knitted decorative bells out of this wool to hang on for my daughter to hang on a tree. And yes, you can hear them. Christmas bells. You can buy these online, and they're really cheap, and they're all different colours, golds. There you go. Oh, falling out the packet. And bells, and then you can just put them inside. They're really effective. So I made some of them. Also I made some Christmas trees which you can hang on. You can get lots of craft items you can actually hang on the Christmas trees, very small ones. Tutorial Christmas tree knitting super easy, that's on YouTube channel. The knitted decorative bells were Joanne's Web, so if you put those on YouTube you'll find them. I had some spare fabric, so I had either 1.5 yards or 2 yards, and I made some infinity scarves. It's really soft, they're like a wool type. I haven't got any more fabric left because obviously I made the whole thing up, and I made them for 2 people at Christmas, 2 ladies. I made several. I made 2 blue ones, navies, which goes with most things and most coats. And it's how to sew an infinity scarf, sew it online. So if you put that in your browser, you'll find which infinity scarf I chose. And that I like this one because when it all turned out to the wrong side, there was only a very, very small gap to sew together. So it was basically invisible, and it was a very, very easy, and it didn't take long. It took longer to iron the fabric than what it did to actually make it, believe it or not. I made a Christmas tree skirt for my daughter's friend out of old Christmas tree fabrics, and mine are 2.5 inches wide, and then I sewed them together to form another yard or 1.5 yards of fabric. And then obviously I used the template I used for my daughter the years before, which you can get from How to Sew a Christmas Tree Skirt from Professor Pincushion, and she explains how to do the template for the circle for you to cut out, put on top of your fabric, which you've got, whichever fabric of your choice, and your lining or your backing. And then she explains, and there's a tutorial on that one, so that one's really easy as well. And I do like the way that Professor Pincushion explains things. I think that they make it very clear. I knitted my daughter, and this is why I had some of this left over for the Christmas bells and Christmas trees. It's because I knitted in the jade wool this, oops, let's get it in the centre, this one for her, for a Christmas present. And she loves it so much. There's no buttons, it just scoops round, and that's cable. It's cable on the front band all the way round. And so I made that for her in the jade green, and she likes it so much she wants a grey one, so I've got to start that one soon. So that's another Christmas present. Also I made from Nosy Pepper Patterns, free pattern. I made, I don't know if you can see it very well. I can't, hang on, there with the templates I've just shown you, so let's take them out. So I made, these are the templates, patterns that you cut out, and that's a luggage rack, a luggage label, luggage rack, luggage label, and a card holder. And it's called, that one is called the Nickel Wallet, from Nosy Pepper. There it is, very simple. Couple of cups, then all you do is put either your driving licence or one of your cards. I've only got one, so driving licence and my debit card would fit ideally into them. You can make them out of anything you want. There's the luggage holder again. That was Soubelles, Soubelles, free pattern. That one was for the luggage tag, luggage label holder, and that's that one. That was really easy as well, and with the instructions obviously. And then I made them, let me just find the fabric I made for them. You can buy this, it's like a craft, it's like a faux leather, or you can make them out of anything really, fabric, wherever, but I actually liked this. Just try and bring it as close as I can so you can see the glitter, the black and the silver. Now what I found with this is when I used black cotton you could not see the cotton whatsoever, so it looked absolutely brilliant. I also made, because I had enough left over, a bookmarker, and then I had some red tassels, put a hole, because I've got a hole puncher, put a hole in, and obviously with red, and then made a bookmark for somebody else. So you can make little things to make up their stockings or whatever, and they don't take long. It's nice to do things that don't take very long. And I also made now the handbag for one of my sisters, and then I bought leather crossover straps to actually attach onto it. And now the tutorial online on YouTube was called the Faux Leather Handbag, and it's onlinefabricstore.net. Faux leather handbag. If you put that in and look for onlinefabricstore.net, you know the one I made. They actually made it out of faux leather. I made mine out of fabric, and it was a tartan fabric, which I put a backing on and then quilted in squares. So I made that, so it was very, very easy. But what I like about this bag is the fact it's got lots of compartments. It's got zip compartments and other compartments for making, for putting things in, so you're not losing everything all on the bottom of your bag. You've actually got different compartments for your phone, your wallet, your purse, zipped, and it was a fold over bag with a zip top. Loved it, very secure, with a leather strap. It looked very, very nice, and that was a Christmas. So I'd definitely make that one again. So that's where you'd find that, Faux Leather Handbag, onlinefabricstore.net. So that's something else I made at Christmas. Now I have been knitting just lately, because I've been sewing for years, and I think I've got a bit so fed up. And so I made me this, but I haven't finished it yet. And I made it out of this. And all I've got to do at the moment, when I get round, when I feel like doing it, I made it out of this fabric. Sorry, this wool. It is nice. I like these autumnal colours. There you go. And I made that, and all I've got to do is the band, and then that's finished. Also made myself another wall hanger, because I've only got two, so I made myself another one for Christmas. And I got this book off eBay, and it's Eleanor Burns, Quilting a Day, and it's the Christmas wreath, log cabin Christmas wreath. Now I've actually put that away in the box, and it's gone up in the attic, so I can't actually find that at the moment. It's a bit too much trouble to get back down, but I will obviously at some point in the future show you that actually on the wall, and then you'll see which one I mean. But it's very simple. It's very simple to make. I love the bow and the holly and the leaves. They were lovely to make and put on. I hung mine at the bottom. Just show you that I hung mine from the bottom down, and that was very effective. So I made that for my wall, and that was all before Christmas. I finished the autumnal cardigan before, during and after Christmas, except for the bands. And at the moment I'm knitting myself something in this. It's super chunky, and but I've gone as far as I can. I've got to go and get some more wool. But this is nice. It's really thick, and It'd be lovely and warm to wear, and that's, I love purple and green, and that's what this is. And I've gone as far as I can at the moment on that one, and I'll just show you the fabric, the pattern for that, and I'm doing this one, the waistcoat. That's what I'm doing for that one. And there's the full one, which you can do. It's a waistcoat with sleeves, basically. That's the way, except for I'm going to do bands to finish the sleeves for the waistcoats. That's what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm stuck on that one. And then I thought I'd have a go at making myself another quilt, because I've only done a couple for myself. And I chose a pattern called Tropical Breeze. There you go, that's the pattern, and there's what it looks like. There you go. And I got that from I can't remember, probably you don't know me. Anyway, I actually made it, but I followed the tutorial online from Joanne Fabrics, Jordan, and but when I come to put it together, all the, let's see if I can show you, all the, when I joined it together here, the joins, they all got chopped off, as you can see just there. All the points got chopped off. Now, I did a scant 1/4 inch. I usually do a scant 1/4 inch for everything. But obviously this pattern probably requires you to do, I haven't actually worked out what the mistake is, because if you do a bigger 1/4 inch, surely that would be worse. And I can't do no scanter than what I actually did. But anyway, I actually like the pattern. I've got most of these from Barry's Fabrics. See if we can get back far enough just to give you an idea. There you go, look, there's some of the colours and the fabric choices. And absolutely loved it. But it's wrong, and I don't like the fact that I've spent all that time perfected all these squares, chose all that fabric and got all for that trouble to find out that when it went together all the points got knocked off. So I'm not happy about that. So I'm actually going to write to Cozy Quilts and ask them why this went on, because in their instructions it says finished 12.5 inches, and I have actually got a 12.5 inch ruler. So I actually cut all mine to that, and there wasn't much room either side. In fact, I weren't very happy the way it went together, so I need them to try, and I'm going to ask if they demonstrate how to make one of those blocks, but I doubt if they will, because you have to buy the pattern, and if they did that then everybody would know. So I don't think I'm going to, so what I'm going to do, when my sister comes over from Jersey for a visit in June, I'm going to say there's a pattern, there's the instructions, make me a block. I'm going to see what she comes up with, because she's a quilt maker. So basically this is now going to be a scrap quilt once I get round to backing it, but I think that's what put me off sewing, because I was so annoyed with the fact you go to that trouble, buy expensive fabrics, because you're making it for yourself, you follow it on one thing and another. Oh, I can't see my head. You follow it and then nothing happens. So anyway, I think I've got over my little sulk now. It's been a few weeks. That's all. There was something else I made, but I cannot for the life of me find it on YouTube. And that was 9 5-inch squares sewn together, back and front, turned out. So you make a complete fabric that's lined back and front. And then you sew the inside edges that you've made with sewing your 9 squares together, and it makes a basket, and you put ribbon on, and then you tie it up. and then I've made some candles at Christmas, some smellies. So I put one of them in the middle as a gift, and all the way around I put sewing items like pens and pins and things, and other sewing, because it makes like a basket, so I'll slip them all in. Then afterwards, you see, you can use it on your table to put bread in, bread rolls, or you can put it in your office, on your office table, and put clips and pins and wherever, and rulers and anything else opposite that you want to keep in there or on there. You can clip it on, put them inside, pens, wherever, or you can use it in your sewing room to put your clips on, a bit like this. You clip them all around the edges. You can put needles, whatever. You can use it and put lots of things in and put them on the desk or wherever. So I made 2 of those for my sister in Jersey, and I cannot find them on YouTube, and I cannot remember what they are called. So unfortunately I cannot show you or direct you to that channel, but that is just a few things that I've been making since December, since I made Christmas presents. I made, I also made my daughter a skirt, but you've seen that one before because it's a maxi skirt, and it's the 1970s pattern that usually she prefers all in one colour, but this time I actually followed the pattern because I wanted to see if it came up to what the pattern looked like, and it did. I got a contrasting blue pattern fabric with plain blue, and put them together, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I've sent, and that was another thing I made for her at Christmas, but you've seen me talk about that one before, the long maxi skirt that I've made before. Anyway, that's it, that's all I've got to waffle on about. Good job, really. Thank you very much for joining me. Have fun, that's all I can say. Do what you, I've made some cards as well for birthdays, which today, happy birthday to my son-in-law, David. So, and he's on holiday in, I think it's Cornwall or Devon, and I should be hearing from him soon. Happy birthday, have a good week, and to everybody else, hope you're having a good start of the new year, and have fun. Bye bye.